All right. So, um, imagine that we are day two of this waking up wrong or, you know, hitting your leg on the table or having a little fall, like gentle fall trip on the sidewalk or something. First 24 hours we have kept it pretty still. We have focused on breathing. We focused on warmth or cold if we need that. You've taken any kind of supplements you might want. Then day two, just kind of test out really gently. Again, we're not just going for it immediately. So just again, imagine this is a neck injury. So day two, I'm no longer keeping my neck as still as I can, but I am just experimenting and playing with it a little bit of like, okay, does that feel okay? And just taking it literally this slow. Okay, does this feel okay? And again, breathing, focusing on breath. Does a slow rotation down facing the floor feel okay? And if it's a neck thing, I'm usually not going to just like go all the way into a figure eight. I'm going to break it into parts. So as you see, I'm just breaking it into that part. I'm breathing into any pain or tension I'm experiencing. Coming back, seeing if anything moves, trying out the other side. And then from there, I might kind of broaden the movement out a little bit. So, okay, if this is a neck injury, like what else is involved? So, my chest is involved, my shoulders are involved, my back is involved, my head is involved. So, does it feel okay to maybe, make an arm movement forward and back nice and slow? So even though this is a neck injury, all of this is connected to the neck. So if there's something that's really tight going on in here, raising the arm and shoulder is going to help loosen that tight spot in the neck. Opening the chest is going to give more room for what's going on in the neck. So just, again, taking this super slow, noticing what feels good, continuing to do that. Notice what your body doesn't feel ready for and backing off from that. And again, heat is your friend. So a lot of times on day two, I will heat first before I start experimenting with movement. And then often I will also like rub some more of that like CBD, THC oil, or Bengay, like whatever you use, icy hot, to just whatever's going to work for your body to kind of help relax the muscles and loosen things up. And don't forget about other directions like right and left, up and down. And maybe that's all I'll do to start off with, and 20 minutes from now maybe I'll try a little more. See if the body is still responding okay. As you experiment throughout your day, you can bring in some other items. So, as always, the tennis ball is my best friend. So maybe I'll just start by rolling the ball around whatever area feels affected. So again, it's not much pressure directly into it yet. I'm just loosening up the fascia, which again is that connective tissue, that web that holds our bodies together. Fascia wraps around muscles, bones. Fascia also exists within muscles. You can kind of think about it as the amazing connective web. head to toe. But you're loosening that layer, right? So by just rolling this ball, creating that friction, you're loosening that area. And if that is all feeling okay, maybe a further step after that would be to add a little additional pressure. So maybe at that point I would see what it feels like to put the ball in that really sore spot in my neck and just lay on it. So I'm just going to lay down on the floor. If that's not accessible to you, like maybe laying down in a bed or leaning up against a wall. Imagine this ball is between me and the wall. You can control the ball better by putting it in a sock, throwing it over your shoulder. You can also, if the ball is rolling around, you can put a towel underneath the ball, whether that's, on the floor or against a wall. And if, it feels good to kind of rock your body back and forth, you can try that out to get the ball to move a little bit. If you're having some trouble with that, or if that's like tweaking your neck further in a weird way, thing I love to do, again, because moving the shoulder moves things around, I'll get the ball in a stationary position, and then I'll move my arm up, out, back, forward, around. You can see how that feels. Also, I've noticed with especially like neck, top of shoulder injuries for me, there is an alignment issue a lot of the times that, as I was mentioning in the last video, like trying to find an alignment can be helpful, but also like perfectly straight might not feel possible at first. So even just laying flat on like a yoga mat or a rug, if you can, and just kind of allowing the muscles to relax a little bit to kind of get back to that alignment, to get back to baseline. Like a lot of times when I'm having a neck thing, it'll almost feel like I can't get my neck straight. So just laying on the floor, which kind of, then helps create some alignment. Have your knees up if you need, take care of yourself. Don't want to be creating any like other pain, lower back pain or whatever. But just, giving my muscles a chance to kind of calm down and get my neck back to neutral. So day 2, I might still not always be ready to just put a ball into the backside of my neck on the floor. Like maybe I just want to lay on the floor. And sometimes maybe I'll lay like on a rolled up towel that's running the length of my spine, that I'll just, put the towel like under my head. It's rolled up lengthwise so it goes all the way down my back. If you have a long foam roller, you can also lay on that. But just allowing things the opportunity a little bit to open up. So maybe you take your arms out to the side like this or like this. You can also, if you have a long foam roller, you can also place that against the wall. Do the same thing. Let's see, what other things do I want to share with y'all? If it is an area that is accessible for you to use your hands for some massage, I would recommend kind of a squeeze and lift. We are just creating more space for everything to calm down, to open up. So you can see I'm just kind of squeezing and pulling along my shoulder and my neck. You can also, do that anywhere that you can reach comfortably. So I'm just doing that with my legs right now. Put the camera down a little bit so you all can see this other thing I'm about to show you. So just imagine if I had like hit my leg on something and this area is sore. So I've like let it relax for the first 24 hours. But now I just like need some of the soreness to move out. So, oops, dropping my tennis ball on my cat. So you can roll, you know, that area out with a ball. You can also grab one of my other friends, the rolling pin, and just roll that area. So we can do some squeeze and lift, we can do some roll with the ball, and we can do some rolling pin to just create more room, open that area up more. Again, you can always use gravity as your friend, so if you just want to lay face down and put a ball underneath you, so gravity is doing all the work, definitely try that out. And I think I will actually leave it there, so let me know if you have any questions or concerns about any of this video or the last in terms of, you know, week-to-week injury recovery stuff. And as always, please make suggestions for more specific things that you might be dealing with that you would like some guidance on. All right, take good care.